Hi, this is Blanca. I'm out here filming this beautiful orchid that has just bloomed for me. I think this is the second day she's been open. Let me zoom in on her. Let me get her tag here. Lycaste Red Jewel. I bought her about a year ago and she was in bloom, and I needed to repot her after she had after her flower was gone. And when I repotted her, her pseudobulbs seemed to wrinkle because they were really, really plump, and they're all wrinkled. And these little spots, I have no idea, got bigger and bigger. They finally stopped, and I didn't like the orchid after that. Well, she grew this pseudobulb here, and I put her outside because of all these spots, and I kept her by herself far away from my other orchids, and I just sprayed her with the garden hose every so often. And to my surprise, a few weeks ago I noticed a new growth, and it wasn't a growth, it was a spike. And here's her bloom. Oh, sorry about that. See if I can focus on her. She is quite large. Here's my hand. She's a huge flower. Very pretty colors on her lip. She's kind of like a dusty rust color, and a little red here. And then inside she is like burgundy with a really bright yellow, golden yellow. And I haven't detected a smell, but they say she smells like watermelon. And I didn't smell it last year either. It must be a faint smell. And let me show you my sunset vines, because she has bloomed quite a bit. Let's see if I can, oh, if I can zoom in on her. Let's see. Oh, the sun is really bright out here, so it's going to be really hard to capture her. But she does have a lot of blooms on her. Oh, there's a bird up there. I don't know if it's coming out because, like I said, it's really sunny out here today, but there are quite a bit of blooms on her. There. And let me zoom out here. And there are a lot of blooms here on this one vine that's growing up here. So there's going to be a lot more blooms on her. It's a very pretty bright flower, but I really don't like her fragrance, her smell. She more or less like stinks. I don't know, kind of like a, I don't know, maybe like a sweaty smell. It's not very sweet. Okay, the reason I was really coming out here was to show you that I'm going to have to repot this orchid here. I repotted it last year, and I don't know, she's not doing, I don't know why her pseudobulbs are so red. I've given her magnesium sulfate. She did not receive cold weather. I have no idea. She's not in the sun. She gets bright light, but it's not direct. Here's her name. Pot Lisa Taylor, Gallus Nora. I can't get it to focus. There. But when I repotted her well, I don't think it was even a year ago, I knew her new growth was going to come out of here somewhere, back here somewhere. So I figured she would have more room to grow. But instead, let me show you what she did. She did put out a new growth, but look, can you see it? Right in there. It's heading down into the pot. So I'm going to have to do something desperate and try to repot her to save that new growth. But not only did she put out this new growth here, from the back side, she decided to grow too. I had put the back side on this side, thinking, well, that's not going to grow anymore. So I'm going to have to repot her some way. I'm not sure how, but I'll figure something out once I get her out of the pot. I think she's going to be kind of difficult to get her out of the pot because, see if I can lift her with one hand. I have to do it with my right hand, not my left. Let's see. She has some really nice healthy roots. Look at this. They're in there. They go all the way down to the bottom of the pot. And that's not the only one. So I don't want to start getting into breaking roots, but I can't seem to find them, but there are other roots in there. They are attached to the pot inside there. You can see them. Oh well, she's going to make me look like a liar. I can't seem to find them now. No, there. I think there's some in there too. I can't get this to focus. So it's going to be some work to get her out of there, but I have to save her. Actually, I don't even remember what the blooms look like. Anyways, this is not a repotting video, but I'll show you at the end what I've done with her. Okay, I went ahead and repotted her. This was her old container. It's a nice tall container. And I tried putting it in this container, which is lower, and I thought I was going to be able to push that new growth over the edge there, but it was impossible because the container being round, I couldn't push that new growth out there without putting the orchid inside the pot. The orchid would almost be hanging out here and it wasn't going to work. So what I did is I went ahead and I cut this clear plastic juice jug that I had, and I cut it to about the same height as the black container, and I try to use most of the media. And what I did is I put it in here without disturbing too many of the roots. I didn't really want to go and take the media out, but because this container has corners, it's sort of like a box. Let's see if I can show you. It's sort of like a boxy shape. I was able to put the new growth right here on the outside, and the only thing some of these roots I had to leave hanging out with media because I couldn't get them in there without getting the new growth to grow or to grow on the outside of the pot. And so it looks pretty good. The other growth is okay too. That one's back here somewhere. Right here. No, that's not it. Did I lose it? Oh, there she is. It's kind of hard to look through the camera. And here she is. And she's doing well. So the other thing I did was on the container, I took my husband's, I think it's a soldering gun. It's a little tool, and I went ahead and I drilled some holes there on the bottom so it'll drain good. And this pot is kind of light. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just hang it up. I put some additional holes on the side so I can put a hanger in there and hang her up instead. And let me share with you my other catasetum that was putting out a bloom spike, and there it is, but it's kind of wonky looking. It's kind of strange. Let's see if I can get it to focus there. I some of the buds look like they're blasting, and I don't know, maybe that's not the way it's supposed to be growing. We'll see. I'll give it a few days. But if this one doesn't bloom for me, it's okay. Because let me show you. On the back side over here, she's got this one coming out. And then there's another one in the pot there. So hopefully my catasetum will be blooming for me soon. It'll be my first one. And I did quit watering her. What I do is on dry days, because we haven't had rain in such a long time, I go ahead and I mist it just a little bit to, because the sphagnum moss is just so dry, and I just think she needs a little bit of moisture for her blooms. Okay, well, thank you. That's it. Thanks for watching.